What is going on, guys, and welcome to a probably very unexpected video. I have been seeing a lot of RuneScape YouTubers, especially OSRS YouTubers, come back to RuneScape 3 or even trying it for the first time. I actually started making this channel with RS3 content, and before you get scared saying, oh my god, he just quit old school RuneScape, yeah, that's not the case. I just thought that I have this Ironman, which I had most of my videos on the channel be about back in the days, and I have a decent total level, you could say. I have 2,437. You can see my stats right here. I am free to play because I haven't bought membership yet, but I'm going to do that in just a second. I have almost 120 magic, or well, 35 million experience of it, but yeah, in RS3 that is a bit faster than in old school. And I have a pretty good account in general that is getting pretty decently close to being maxed. So I would love to actually work on this account, meanwhile doing my Road to Inferno on old school RuneScape at the same time. So having two different series go on at the same time that isn't just like old school and then another old school series was really interesting to me. So I'm going to buy membership on this account. And I have a lot of learning to do again, because as I said, it was a very long time since I did videos on this account. And if you have any advice for me, if you're an RS3 player, I would love to hear it. Like, really, be advised, people in the chat, I would love that. So let's get started with the video. I have such a hard time remembering what I had in the bank, and I do remember at least that I have pretty good gear. I have like tier 80/90 ranged armor, with the Sirenic here, augmented Sirenic chaps, Sirenic hauberk. I have good capes. I don't have the melee cape, I think, with the Inferno, or it's not called the Inferno here, but pretty much the same thing. I have a tier 90 magic staff. I had a tier 90 ranged weapon and then a tier 80 offhand, but I'm fairly close to being able to get the offhand as well. I have 4 of the signets and you need 5. I'm only missing the Quintus one, but I only have 1 key for that. And the drop rate is 1 in 64, I think, if I remember that correctly. But yeah, I'm going to have a look at my bank, see what I can do, and see where I can go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you can actually make these gemstone golem outfit pieces, and they do increase your mining experience meanwhile doing mining. And I'm 83 mining right now, and I do want to check out the new way of doing mining. I just remember the old one with like Runite being the highest. Now there's way more different things you can do. And I already actually have some of the golem pieces. Here you can see, and if you have all of them, you get a 5% critical mining chance. And I guess that's actually it, but that is equal to more experience. And I currently have 4 of the pieces, but the only way you can actually make more pieces is by doing mining. You just randomly get them when you do mining. About, I think it said like a certain amount every 5 minutes of doing mining or something like that. So if I go to skilling outfits, here I can make the gemstone pieces, and I have currently 1.5k of the fragments and need 3.6k for one piece. I'm not sure if there's like different sets. Okay, so there is. You need all of the same set. So I need, like, for example, all sapphire, and I think I have the sapphire boots as well. So I'm going to have a look at that. I do have the sapphire gloves and boots. So pretty much only need 2 more pieces, I think, for the full set. If you don't know how mining works in RS3, well, you basically just click the rock, and then sometimes these rocks will glow, and if you click them, you get even more experience on the first pick, I think. And I brought these Cynoporters that basically just sends everything to the bank, 25 ores per porter. So I basically have like, what, 500, 600 close to ores I can just instantly bank without having to go anywhere. And I did put a counter here to track how much mining experience I'm going to get. Here you can see the yellow glow. When I mine, I'm going to get like 300, 225 experience instantly. Otherwise, I get like 53. So I wanted to do this because it's very AFK, meanwhile looking up other things that I can do in this video. 158,000 experience so far. I'm actually going to use all of these porters, so I should be ending around 300,000 experience or a bit above that. But look at the amount of things you get meanwhile mining. Like, I got an elite clue, medium clue, a bunch of these ingenious geodes, or however you say that, and mimicked kill token. And actually getting this mimic kill token reminded me of something completely different. I actually have the oysters to open. It's been like 3 years, I think, since I opened the oyster. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a thing that you can do every month where you open an oyster and you get a random like clue scroll reward from it, and then you can do some farming and some fishing to get extremely fast experience in those skills for a certain amount of experience per month. So around that, 359,000 experience in mining from that, and I'm actually pretty close to 85, so might get that in the near future. But let's check the oyster right now, and the reward is 144k. So very mediocre, but this is the good thing. You can actually gather this, and look at the experience drop, 700 farming experience every single time, and you can do that for quite a while, and then you can go to the fishing, and this is even more insane, 4.4k fishing experience every single tick, so I might actually get 94 here. Not quite, but 50,000 experience left until 94, so I can easily get that, but yeah, like 100,000 fishing experience every month for free. So from 360,000 mining experience, I managed to get to 7,248 gemstone golden fragments. So we are able to make almost exactly 2 pieces, and the best one I can get is the blue one, and I got a blue one instantly. So we got a blue one and a red one, so that means I only miss the legs on the blue set to actually get the full set bonus for that. So that is very nice progress on that. So I was looking at my bank and I wanted to do some PVMing, as I always do pretty much, and I wanted to look at if I had any overloads, and I had 0 at the time, but I managed to make 12 of them, but that is not really enough to do a lot of PVMing. And what you want to be able to make overloads in RS3 is extreme ranging, attack, magic, defense and strength, and I only have 2 defense left. I have a lot of ranging and attack ones, but I'm missing magic, defense and strength, and for that I needed some limpet roots that I had 30, and I needed some white berries that I had 29, but I need some specific herbs and all that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just grind out some materials to be able to make these potions, so I can make hopefully like 50 overloads or something, and that should be enough. I looked through a couple of monsters because I had no Catantine seeds at all in my bank, which ones actually could drop some good grimy Cantadines, and they are pretty hard to get, it seems like. I think the Nihils are going to be the best ones. Clue scroll drop with a beam. But I got 5 every single time I get a drop. I have got 1 drop so far and I just started. I am going to go for around 50 as I said, so shouldn't be all too bad. I will be able to make like 55 potions because I already banked 40 and I have 15 more Catantines, but I wanted to show what I'm going to do for the white berries and the limpet roots. I'm going to be killing these luminous snagglers. They can actually drop both quarms, the white berries and the limpet roots, and they're pretty common, so it shouldn't be all too bad. I only need like 20 limpet roots and around 20 white berries as well. There we go, that is 50 plus in all extremes, so we will be able to make 51 actually, overloads 3 dose, and then we can make that into roughly 25, a bit more than that I guess, like 30-ish potion flasks, so that is going to last me quite a while, like 15 hours of PVMing. So the last thing that I know that I have to do is get some more charge, so I can actually use my stuff, meanwhile also getting invention levels for it. My legs, for example, is augmented. I think my Sirenic piece, yeah, my legs are augmented. And also my weapon, my staff is augmented. I don't think my crossbow is right now. Yeah, none of them are. But I have a Dragon Rider lance that I would love to do some melee with because my melee stats are pretty bad. It's like pretty much my last 99 combat skills except for summoning. So I need to get more charge in general so I can use all of these weapons. Because right now my current charge with only 1 item equipped is 39 minutes. So I'm going to, with my pretty recently new 90 Divination, that was the last thing I actually did before I stopped playing RS3. I'm going to go and grind out some luminous energies for charge. I think you need like 350 for each one of these divine charges. And yeah, that's right, 350. And I have the full Elder Divination body, so I have a higher chance of getting some bonus energies meanwhile doing it. So I'll be back when I have quite a lot of them. I think 31,000 luminous energies is going to be enough. That's going to be almost like 80 or 90 charges, probably more closer to 90. So I just have to go and get the basic parts, or whatever they're called, the simple parts, and I will have a lot of charge. So let's see how much charge we get from this. So I ended up with 89 divine charges, and my current time is at 32 minutes. So let's use all of these, and let's see what our current charge time is from 32 minutes to 14 hours. That is actually almost perfect. That's exactly almost how long my overloads last, so great. That's a lot of PVMing I can do. Something I did quite a lot before quitting RuneScape 3 was Araxxor, and I do actually have 248 kill count on it with 1 spider leg in the bank, but no web and unfortunately no fang. So the items I do have is the eye, and then of course I made a full leg from that to make the staff. But the fang, the web, any leg pieces are good, so let's see if we can get any luck. Well, I can definitely feel that I'm rusty. 9 minutes for that kill, and my fastest ever kill, though with a sharpshooter aura instead of a penance aura, and of course I didn't use my armored old book of law, but 5 minutes is my fastest one, so yeah. Though if I use the armored old book of law and sharpshooter, maybe I could get it down to like 7 minutes or something, but I'm still a bit rusty. Let's see what the first loot's going to be. Pretty average drop, I guess. Something else that is super useful that didn't exist when I played was the War's Retreat, and look at this, I have 5.7k boss kills, which means that I can instantly unlock the hub teleport, of course, with only 10 kills, and I think it costs nothing, and I can just teleport here, and it is so insanely good. I can also unlock the Altar of War that I think can restore my prayer, maybe this one I think it is, and also portals to the bosses I think it is. So if I just unlock that, and the other unlocks here I don't really need, I already have all of these auras. But yeah, I can get some really good stuff here, and what it's really good for is that you teleport here, you have a bank instantly right here, you can just restock on everything, and then you can just pray, get full prayer, and you can switch books as well, I guess. And then you can just go over here, attune a portal, and I'm going to attune it to Araxxor. Think you can actually use these if you've just killed it once, the boss. So yeah, these bosses I've never killed, but let's see if we can find Araxxor. Araxxite Hive, click that one, and now if I go in here, I should actually come right outside of Araxxor, can just teleport back with this one. Doesn't seem to have a cooldown, and I have a bank and prayer renew. That's actually 250 KC done. Let's see what the second loot's going to be. Oh, 5 O-loads, that's actually really good, as I was struggling to get some of them. Third kill, and doing it with the penance aura is really clunky, so I'm just going to swap to the sharpshooter after this kill, but let's see what the third loot's going to be. Battle staves, always with that bait. I remember I always thought it was a leg piece every single time. There's actually another aura that's even better, the reckless one, and that's the one I'm using now. It gives more damage as well, not just accuracy, but that is not great loot. Getting like 7-minute kills now with the reckless aura. 2 uncut onyx, that is really good. Can recharge my amulet of souls with that, I think. I'll do 2 more after this one, and that is really bad. I think stone spirits are kinda useless. Second to last kill, even more stone spirits. Twice the amount this time. Perfect. And for the last kill, it's going to be hopefully something very good. Let's see what the invention shard says. Yeah, so much because I'm not using a weapon that's augmented right now. And the magic seeds, I guess that's pretty good farming experience. I'm at 85 right now, so that could be useful. So when I'm looking at my bank and what food I have to use, I of course have a lot of Saradomin brews, so that's no big deal really. I don't need more of those. But for example, I've been using sharks, and I could use cave fish and rocktails. But I don't really feel like using this for just Araxxor. And I have a lot of blue blubber jellyfish, and they actually heal 750 times 3. So I think that's like 2250 or something like that. So they're pretty good food, but you have to eat them 3 times for the big heal, or for the entire heal. Meanwhile, shark you can just click once and it's going to heal you 2000. But I have a lot of these raw sailfish, and of course raw lobsters that I'm probably never going to use, same with the tunas. But as you can see, I don't really have a lot of the big healing food left. And I was looking through what I could actually fish to get more of these. And I went to deep sea fishing, but I don't really understand how the magic spots work. You need deep sea bait. And you can only like fish a certain amount or something. I think at the swarms you get any fish. So like anything from like mackerel all the way to sailfish. And I AFK'd here for a very long time when I made videos back in the days. And I think that's actually how I got that 1000 sailfish. collected. But I also actually remember that I got the pet. Yeah, you could see here. So I got the pet actually from doing this. So let's go in here, and the skilling pets, I have the Bubbles pet. So I have been here quite a lot, and I'm not sure if this is like the best way of getting food, or if I should just go to the living rock caverns and fish cave fish or rock tails. But I felt like that's super slow, so I might just AFK this and then cook, because I need all the way to 99 to be able to cook the raw sailfish. Otherwise that would be perfect, but as you can see I'm only 94. But with that, I'm going to end the video. I just want to say that I really would love to max the account. I mean, that is going to be quite a goal I'm going to go for, and I'm probably going to focus on doing a lot of skilling, because it's actually necessary to get that max, of course. I do love PVMing, but I'm already almost maxed in all combat skills, except of course summoning and attack and strength. So I will have to do quite a lot of skilling if I want to max, but I mean, PVMing is going to be there in probably every video, but maybe not as much as only PVMing. So I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I would love to hear any advice you have for me as I am returning to the game, just like I said in the beginning of the video. And maybe this is not the best way to go to food, and if it's not, please let me know. But I hope you guys did enjoy the first video nonetheless. Have a good one, guys. Take care.